Brazil is one of the favorites to win the cup. Viewers Peter Clottey takes a look at the game in our Penalty Box World Cup studio.
We will look at what tests Croatia will be able to put the great Brazilians. So, penalty box experts, will Croatia have the firepower to quench the Brazilian thirst for glory?
It's going to be very, very difficult, but I think Croatia has got a good midfield and very good forwards, including one we know plays for Bayern Munich, and it's got another one who's a Brazilian, original Brazilian, Eduardo. But I think it's going to be very, very difficult. I mean, it's the opening game. The stadium is going to be like oven, you know, and it's going to be difficult. And I think the weakness of Croatia has been their defense, and they showed this during the qualifying games, which they started very well, and then they lost 3 games and drew one after the other, which was very surprising. But anyway, I think Croatia can give Brazil a hard time.
I think they will. They are capable. They have enough firepower. They have an extremely good midfield. Just to mention Modric, Rakitic, Kovacic.
But tell me something. Did you see the friendlies that they played before this opening game? How did they fare?
Well, they won against Australia. They won against Mali 2-1.
I'm going to interrupt you guys. Friendlies, come on. Let's just skip all the friendlies. Let's just go into the game.
I'm saying
you guys are forgetting basically that Brazil did not need to qualify.
Exactly.
Yeah. Since then, they haven't had a serious game. Croatia will be the first game. Okay, so you can go ahead and talk about, your Croatians, because I know you and I are going to fight about this,
There's one thing.
No, but you believe Brazil is going to win.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Look, you guys were mentioning the midfield. Look, no doubt, the Croatia's midfield is really good. It's really, overall, I think they have better midfielders than Brazil. But, I have to talk about the defenders. The defenders in Croatia, they're lacking, especially on the left back. Is it left back? They don't basically have a left back. They lost their main left back, and then
But there's one thing that everybody talks about Brazil, and of course Brazil are the favorites. They always are, by the way.
Against anybody.
Yeah, but soccer nowadays is not like when Brazil used to win every second world championship. Nowadays there's no easy games. I mean, it can happen that you can have a game where all of a sudden somebody scores 4 or 5 goals. That's very rare.
I do want to mention one more thing too. Croatia, without this last injury that you lost a defender, yeah. Actually, they were one of the best in terms of not having injuries, and the number 1 team almost to have the best stamina, because and they're also predicting this team, comparing this to 1998 and how great they were in that World Cup. So you're looking at an overall team like Croatia. I think they're going to be great. In terms of playing as a team.
Now, let's look at the opening match critically. The 12th man on the pitch for Brazil is the team, is the supporters. Now, the supporters of the Brazilians have been known to be fickle. They change their mind to boo their own players, or sometimes support the opposing team. If the going gets tough,
if the going gets tough, it's going to be a problem, because that's what's going to happen. The Brazilian spectators are very impatient. If by the half of the second half things are 0-0 or 1-1, there's going to be a problem there.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think that it's the opposite. I think these players are going to be very focused. They're going to go in there. They're going to attack. They're going to score at least a goal in the first half. That's my prediction. Yeah. But other than that, I think the entire Brazil for this whole tournament, they're going to be focused.
Come out. They're going to be focused. The problem for Brazil is they have to win.
Well, folks, this is about all time will permit us. For today, I'm Peter Clottey. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.
And from me, have a good night. See you tomorrow.